Yeah, the studio is a little bit of a mess right now, but we're gonna fix that. And also address several problems from my original studio build. But the first thing to do is just get semi-cleaned up and organized. I don't have a big overarching plan for this. Just kind of try some things, see how it feels. I can always redo. So let me get all of this stuff off. All the camera gear will find new homes over there. Okay, now I have to start thinking about how I want to organize these. I at least want to get all my nonfiction books on this shelf, I think. All of my design books, house books, landscaping books, philosophy, art, photography, all of those kinds of books I want on this shelf. That's exterior. This is all interior. So I guess I actually don't have that many just strictly interior books. So I'm just gonna kind of mix all this together. Again, I can go back, now that these are semi-separated by category, I can just kind of arrange them later on. The main goal is just to kind of get some categories right now that I can reference and then I can also add to as I collect more books. Always have to remember that you're gonna be collecting more books. This felt like a lot more books when it was more scattered out. I'm gonna bring the ones that will fit physically down here so that they're a little more in line of sight. If I have to look down for it, that's fine, but if I have to look up for it, I find that I don't see it very much, or as much at least. I'm not really that worried about getting these super organized anyway, because I'm not trying to create technical reference material. I'm just trying to have inspiration accessible. How's that? Okay, that's a lot better. And a lot of room to grow. I can put the case up here for my main typewriter. I'm not using it. Put that there. This one I just picked up and it's kind of a project. But that's for another day. All right, I like what I've got going on here. One quick change I'm gonna make. I'm gonna swap these because this is my actual typewriter I use and I feel like it'll be easier to grab it from down here. This one up here. There's all the books organized for now. Now it's time for the rest of the stuff. I still have a huge mess here. These kinds of projects are hard. I can start them easy enough. Like on this one, I knew, all right, the first thing I need to do is the books because I had books stacked up everywhere. Now I'm at a point where I just have no idea what to do because there's just so much. And I'm like everybody, I just think about it as one big thing. I know this needs to be done. I know this needs to be done. I know all these little things need to be done, but what needs to be done now? It's hard to break it down into the smaller tasks. I just need to pick one thing, do it. I think what I'm gonna do is kind of start separating into piles, like things. Things are gonna kind of get organized together and then have empty shelving to work from. Yeah, let's just start doing that. Let's just start separating into piles. All right, cassette deck. This one needs some repair. This door's not wanting to close. And then where to put things. All right, a pile, cassette pile right here. There's some cassette tapes. Those in there. There's a Walkman, a couple more blank cases, a couple more players. Any other cassettes over here? Ooh, cassette belts. I might have some sort of parts bin at some point, but for now, these little belts are gonna get put with the players and tapes. Okay, next, camera stuff. I need a box, probably. I'm gonna use this box, and just put all the camera things, whether it's old, new, currently used, never used, anything camera related is going in this box. Okay, I'm taking a break from the making piles of like things because I haven't locked in on a task yet, and so I'm going to bounce from one thing to the other until I do. But what I'm going to do now is address this dark, dingy hallway by making it darker and dingier, separating it from the studio over there a little bit. I'm going to put lights in here at some point. All of this stuff that's just kind of piled here, some of it's going to get organized. Neither of those things is happening today. But yeah, I'm going to cut this plywood, and so I can get that off my mind, I'm just going to go ahead and do that. It's also going to help my shed situation to get some of this out of the way. I'm gonna paint it. I'm gonna paint it. I'm just gonna do it right. I'm gonna paint it. I don't care if the color's perfect, but I want it painted. I don't want it to look like a shed. Voiceover Skylar here. My mic was not working for this, and by that I mean I probably didn't plug it in or turn it on. But I was talking about how I buy these cans of paint sometimes from Lowe's or Home Depot, the clearance ones that I guess were mixed up wrong. They're super cheap, and it's great to just have on hand. The colors may not be ideal for what you're wanting. Like this color, it looked more greenish on the top of the can, kind of a khaki green sort of color. But when I opened it up, it was like mustard, puke, I don't know. So I mixed it with a little blue, a little pink, and came out with a color that I was super happy with. Now I know this isn't everyone's cup of tea, but I love this kind of 70s avocado green. I mixed up 2 batches and got them pretty close. I'm probably going to mix up the rest of this paint that I have and use it for other things around the studio and workshop. Yeah, for a first attempt at mixing paint colors, I was pretty happy with my results. You can actually see that I used some of the extra to paint the door between the workshop and the studio also. But I got these attached to the shelves to help the shelves from sagging also, and it looks so much better with the backing on here, and I'm so glad I painted it. I have the shelves pretty much emptied off and cleaned up. So now I've got to start figuring out where to put everything back on here. I'm thinking like some tools here, mainly just this shelf. Let's just start putting things in places and seeing how it goes. Hey, that might be an idea right there. Just hang those like that. Sometimes we need a reminder that simple little projects are worthwhile. Since I built this shelf and little work area right here, this piece right here has annoyed me. It just feels intrusive into the space a little bit. And I don't know why it never occurred to me that I could have fixed this problem quite simply by hanging it from the ceiling. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I think this is gonna feel a lot better right here. All right. Yes. Just little things like that. I can't explain to you how much better that feels not having this in front here. I mean, in reality, I don't have that much more usable room. I mean, it's a small board, but just having the ability to reach easily, these shelves feel way more accessible and usable. The side of the workbench feels much more accessible and usable. Simple little solutions and projects add up and make a big difference. I have to get an extension cord. All right, let's try this. These are some of my granddad's old tapes that he just recorded off of cable. So let's see how they've held up and if the VCR works. Found some movies to start a little collection so I can have something playing in the background if I want down here. At times, not all the time. And I think for now, this shelf is the perfect size. Yeah, VHS, they're just cool, cheap still. At least around here, these are 75 cents a piece. I'm not putting these in any kind of order right now just because I don't have enough of them to really care yet, but maybe as my collection grows. Now, if you saw the video setting up the studio, this rug was in here. Not very long after that, we had another one of the basement floods, and I guess the rug just kind of wicked all of the water this way. Not all of it, but enough to completely soak the rug. So I've had it hanging in the shed for basically the whole summer, drying out, airing out, and I'm ready to bring it back in. It's just nice having a rug down here. It's really, I think, a big part of what initially made this space feel so inviting. I love hardwood, don't get me wrong, but nothing is quite as inviting as carpet. So let's get this cleaned up. There are several spots here where the dirt daubers, mud wasps, whatever you call them in your part of the world, had built nests. All of them are coming up pretty good except this one. I'm gonna get a wire brush on it and see if I can get it to come off. I say that's good enough. I mean, it is a work studio after all. Right here, or wherever. Yeah, this is nice. This is much, much better. It's not drastically different if you just had a before and after, but it is much better as far as how it feels and I think how it's going to function. So let's do a little tour. All right, first, the shelves. The shelves, this one, pure storage. Books up here, all of my boxes right here, camera stuff on this shelf, and materials down here. And I've got a couple of just kind of toss things in here, shelves on the bottom. They'll probably become more material storage as I gather more cloth and paper and stuff like that. And this will probably get organized a little better. This may even get organized a little better and moved around. Everything can be moved around, but for now, books, boxes, cameras, material. Over here, we have a couple of shelves of tools, some things that I might grab quickly, and then some screws and fasteners down below this. Up here we've got some paint, adhesives, wax, shellac, flakes, just some random things. Basically supplies. I'd like to do some spray paint storage at some point, but right now it's good right here. I don't have that many cans. I've got some more over there. And then not much has changed here. A few things moved around here, but it's not really noticeable. I just got it cleaned up good, and the big thing is I removed this support for this shelf above. I've got this hard mounted now so that I can kind of have a little charging station back in there, and that's pretty much all of that. And then over here we have more books. These are nonfiction books. These are like design books, philosophy sort of books, art books. Over here got the new TV edition, actually utilizing some of these shelves a little bit. Got the notebooks up there. I've got this wire basket drawer thing here, and that's kind of a room to grow sort of thing too. There's some paints in this top one, but right now the rest of it's empty. I've also got two drawers, I don't know if you can see them, full of Legos. That's a future project to get them a little bit better sorted. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. Well, I think that does it for now. There's still plenty to do, and there will always be plenty to do, but it would be boring otherwise. Thank you for coming by. I hope you enjoyed this. This place feels so much better. Again, maybe it doesn't look that different. I think it does though. I think you can tell that it is much neater and more organized now. It may have been a lot of little things, but they really added up to a big difference in the feel and functionality down here. But I'm excited to get down here and get to working on some projects, some for the space. The first will be lighting. I've got to do something better with my lighting down here. Anyway, thank you for watching again. Thanks for coming by the studio. I'm Skylar, and I'll see you soon.